What's up? This is Core 2440. We're following Slater 17 mod review. Today we'll be taking a look at a fire truck, a few semis, tanker truck, dump truck, compact loader, trailer, and a dozer. Up first, we'll be taking a look at a Mack B61 fire tanker. This is one pretty cool old fire truck. Up front, you guys can see a lot of detail done to the grill, and you can see the radiator. The headlights have a lot of detail, and take a look at that front bumper, dual tow hooks, which is pretty cool. As you come around to the side, these wheels look awesome, and there's an engine underneath the hood, which is pretty cool. Now, it does say Pine Hill Fire Department with some very detailed steps, as you guys can see diamond plate, which is pretty cool. As you come around, you guys can see the big tanker on back with some hoses, and it does have dual axles in the back, which is pretty cool. Very nicely done on that. Then as you come around to the back, there's more hoses. Looks like there are some lights, and this is definitely where the water comes out. Beacon lights up top, and there's a big light bar up front, and it does say 603 on the side. Pretty cool. Once we hop on the inside, you guys can see the door does open and close when you do get on the inside, which is a pretty cool feature. Has a top speed of 51 miles per hour. All of the lights do work. Reverse lights, brake lights, turn signals, everything works like that. When you press the home button, all of the LED lights do turn on, which is pretty cool. They do have a yelp sound with keypad 8. Now they do have many different ones, which is pretty cool, and they just have a lot of different ones, which is overall pretty cool. Now on the inside view, it does have working steering wheel, working mirrors, and working gauges, and very nicely done overall on this entire fire tanker truck. So we'll be taking this for a spin, seeing how this handles, and so far this gets up to speed pretty fast, and especially hauling all of this water, you do need good brakes and a pretty good acceleration, and the turning radius on this truck is also really good. So we're gonna pulling in here, and we'll be parking this up in the next. Up next, we'll be taking a look at an old Ford Cabover semi-truck. Looks pretty cool. Does have very nicely done wheels. And then in the back, you guys can see pretty nicely done on the frame in a single exhaust, which is awesome. Once we hop on the inside, top speed is 61 miles per hour. All of the lights do work on this, which is pretty cool. And up front, you guys can see headlights, turn signals, and on the inside view, it does have a working steering wheel, and it does need a lot of work on the interior view. But you guys can see that there are seats and a shifter. We'll be taking this for a spin, seeing how this Cabover handles, and overall it's a pretty cool, like, compact older style Cabover, which is pretty cool. All the links will be down below in the description. I do recommend you go check all of them out, and if you do have any cool video ideas with any of these mods, also let me know. But as you guys can see, the turning radius on this truck is awesome, and overall the handling is good. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a Kenworth day cab. This is the T908. This looks awesome. As you guys can see, does have very large gas tanks along the side, lights on the bottom of them, which is pretty cool. Awesome looking wheels, and then in the front, take a look at this. I mean, this truck looks awesome in the front. Beacon lights up top, which is pretty cool, and you guys can see overall a lot of lighting, very nicely done on the back half. And I will probably change this kind of back section to match the other frame colors of the truck, and it does have a pretty nice bumper, and it is a right-hand drive truck, which is also a pretty cool feature. Once you hop on the inside, you guys can see all working lights work on this, which is pretty cool. Looks like this does cause a few lag problems, but take a look at all of these lights. They are LED, and it does have two beacon lights up top, which is also a pretty cool feature. Now with keypad A, you can have an oversized load sign. That is awesome. Then you could also turn an engine brake on or off, which is pretty cool. On the inside view, it does have a very detailed one for right hand drive, and I believe that there's not too many right hand drive ones, which is also pretty cool. We'll be taking this for a spin. Has a top speed of 77 miles per hour, and overall this does a great job handling, and the turning radius on this is pretty good. We'll be parking this up, and next up we'll be taking a look at a Cabover tanker truck. This is one pretty cool truck. Up front, you guys can see it does have a lot of lights down below and up top, which is pretty cool. Now this is not color changeable. As you come around to the side, very nicely done on the wheels. You guys can see the frame and suspension look pretty nice, and then around in the back you guys can see hoses up here, which is pretty cool. And it looks like there's a few collisions which are probably from that semi truck, but as you guys can see, all of the lights do work on this, and it does have a protection there for any of the rocks in the back. But this looks pretty cool with keypad 9 and 8. You could open up the doors and the roof, and I mean you could also open up the top to fill it up, which is pretty cool. I really do like that, and you could also unload it. On the inside view, it does have working steering wheel, working mirrors, and no working gauges, but it does display when you do have your brake lights on, everything like that, and overall it looks pretty cool. So we'll be taking this for a spin, seeing how this handles, and when you do get on the acceleration, it does kind of want to kind of tip over very carefully, so you do want to drive as carefully as you can. But overall, the turning radius on this is pretty good, and overall it looks awesome. Up next, we'll be taking a look at an off-road dump truck. This is one giant truck, and I think we'll be using this for some pretty cool epic videos. But take a look at this dump truck, guys. It is awesome in this like yellow and a lot of detail overall, and it looks pretty cool. So you guys can see, it looks like there's some ropes down below for those tow hooks, and as you come around to the side, the exhaust, beacon lights, a lot of lights up top on the cabin. And I mean, it's so large that the wheels are as tall of us, which is pretty cool. As you come around to the back, it does have a hitch and working lights and a shovel. So once we hop on the inside, it goes 26 miles per hour. All of the turn signals do work, working lights, does have reverse lights, everything like that. And take a look at all of those lights up top. I mean, that's pretty cool. Control I will let you unload it, you guys can see it's a pretty cool mini dump truck bed. And it does have a single hydraulic, which is also pretty cool. On the inside view, you guys can see it's a right-hand drive on the right side, and a lot of detail with the gauges, even a fan. And when you do press space, you could definitely kind of open up the doors. That's also a pretty cool feature, and I really do like that a lot. So overall, one very cool truck. We'll be taking this for a spin, seeing how this handles, and I mean, it's just giant, and the turning on this is pretty good for how large this truck is. So we'll be taking this for a spin. As you guys can see, we are going with the doors open, which is definitely okay for a truck like this. And I think that this probably would be good for like a mining company or job that really does require some very large dump trucks for off-roading, and I think that we could also take this mudding. Overall, you guys can see the handling and speed of this is awesome. It really does do a good job controlling everything like that, which is pretty cool. And up next, we'll be taking a look at a mini compact front loader. I mean, this is pretty cool, almost the size, even smaller than a skid steer, and I really do like all the detail. Now, this I believe was converted probably from FS15, maybe even back from FS13, but this looks pretty cool. Once we hop on the inside, you guys can see the player does spawn. There's like a mini roll bar in the back of it. It goes 14 miles per hour, and it only has a front headlight, which is pretty cool. And as you guys can see, it does light up, and that's pretty cool. Now, on the inside view, you guys can see, take a look at this. I mean, it looks awesome. So we kind of attaching to the bucket. It does come with many different buckets and attachments you could attach to it, but I mean, pretty cool, compact, and I mean, take a look at this reach. Probably can't reach up too high, but it still worked everything on it. And I mean, this is good for maybe some small landscaping jobs. So I think we might add it to a few pretty cool series, which should be pretty cool. Up next, we'll be taking a look at this trailer. Now, you could get the option for taller sides to have it go with the bales, which is pretty cool, but this is a tow trailer, very nicely done, and you guys can see a lot of detail. The jack looks pretty cool, and it does have a hitch. So I think we'll be hopping into the larger dump truck, which we just used, and we'll be attaching to it since it does have a back hitch on it. And I really do like this trailer. It does actually have sections on it to give traction to any tracked equipment that was to kind of go on it, which is also a pretty cool feature. We'll back up here and attach. As you guys can see, the jack does go away, and you could, let's see how to do it. So when you do press X, it will unfold itself. As you guys can see, there's a hydraulic, and then that back section will pretty much kind of go down. So as you guys can see, it did tilt. It does have a tandem axle, and then this back little section went down, which is pretty cool. And it does have all working lights, everything like that, which is awesome. So we'll kind of move this out of the way, and we'll tilt it back down, but I really do like this a lot. Like I was saying, there is different options for sides, everything like that, but overall, very cool mod. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a Cat D9 dozer. This is a pretty cool old dozer, and it looks awesome all around. You guys can see it does have an engine, pretty nice exhaust, and it does have a fire extinguisher and a pretty large hitch in the back. Once we hop on the inside, this goes 8 miles per hour. It does have working lights in the front, which is pretty cool. Looks like they're right over there. The blade does go up and down. Very simple bulldozer, and it's old, and you guys can see awesome looking first person view, which is pretty cool. And it does have a top speed of 8 miles per hour, and the turning radius on this is pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed today's mod review. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.